Yeah.
I'm called Kelo Moses Rubangayo. I live in northern Uganda, in Gulu District. I was abducted from Sir Samuel Becker School in Gulu. It is about 4.5 kilometers from Gulu town in 1996. 39 of us were taken that day by the LR rebels. They stormed our school in the night. For some few days, we moved and joined a group of 250 LRS soldiers. After 2 months, when we were moving in Gulu District in northern Uganda, we were trained how to assemble and disassemble guns. And we encountered 3 main battles. So that was my transformation from a student to a fighter. In fact, I stayed for 8 years in captivity. I was brainwashed totally. The first indoctrination was that 3 of us were taken from the same family in that particular school the same day. One was killed in front of us. The other one died from Sudan. One of my brother was at home. When I returned, I found he was even died. So I was the only one remaining. My father was also no longer there. My mother was alone. So after realizing that I was fighting a senseless war, though I was in the highest position of the lieutenant and was serving as brigade administrative officer for a certain brigade in the LRA setting there, I decided to just pack and move. And in fact, I escaped with 4 more young escorts. I entered detached in Pade district in northern Uganda, and I was brought to Gulu district, my home district. When I came to Gulu, I was more frustrated because I got my mom alone. Due to our tradition, when my father died, the brother came and grabbed everything, leaving my mom alone. She was just suffering. She developed a heart problem. There was nothing I can start with my new life within the community. When I went to a reception center, I stayed there for 1.5 months, and I was resettled back to my community. Yeah, at least they did their level best to counsel me. But in all, I know that counseling or transforming somebody who has stayed for 8 years in captivity is not simple for just a short duration. But at least I went with that. I came back home. You know, because of money, many people tend to what? To maybe join the army force. But for me, it was unique. I decided to go back to school because I was abducted from school, not on my own will. I was forced. So the first thing to mobilize money was just to go and till wetland. My father used to own a wetland nearby a stream in my village. Then I had to go and till wetland, to go and clear grass from my old fish pond. I got some money from there. Then I started a petty business. From there, the money helped me to what? To go back to school. In July 2004, because of stigmatization and discrimination from community, branding at us with funny names that we are barbaric, we are satanic, we are illiterate, we are backward, we are killers. That's how they brand formerly abducted people. We sympathize with the community because we thought that it is due to lack of knowledge. Then we had to form ourselves in a group of formerly abducted people with some few non-formerly abducted youth to form a community-based organization called Information for Youth Empowerment Program, IYEP, the current IYEP. At first, it was Information for Youth Empowerment Project because we got the funding at the initial stage from Northern Uganda Social Action Fund, NUSAF, a government program funded by World Bank. Basically, this organization was to help in reintegrating these formerly abducted people, which include the youth, the child mothers, the children born in captivity. Of course, it was painful to see some of the community rejecting the children who were born in captivity. They are there. What if they grow? What will be their fate? So we had to go and sensitize the community on how to welcome these formerly abducted people. We ourselves, to let them know that we did not go there, we did not went there on our own will. We were forcibly abducted from our own community. Some were abducted from school. Some were abducted from their villages. Some were also abducted when their parents were also seeing. So we cannot, we don't have to be with that attitude that, okay, maybe when they came to abduct me, my parent was just there seeing. I have to reject my parent or my mother. So, in a short while, at least they started transforming their attitude from negative to positive. Because at the initial stage, the formerly abducted people were isolated. They tend to isolate themselves because of fear, as if it was not their community. Secondly, we are to bring a kind of project, social activities, which can unite both the formerly abducted and those who were not abducted. That was in 2006. So under education and peace building, we developed a program called grassroots soccer. This grassroots soccer unite the formerly abducted youths together with the one who are not abducted, those who are from the community. So they play together, they chat, they went for friendly match. So that one supported a lot to unite these formerly abducted people with the community to bring harmonious coexistence, peace, unity and development. Secondly, we have a rich culture. Because our culture has been degraded for so long time during the war, we had to promote it back through traditional dance. The traditional dance alone unites people. It unites both the formerly abducted youth, the child mothers, and the community at large. These child mothers were so desperate. When they are isolated, they keep on thinking. It keeps on traumatizing them the more. Because every time they keep on thinking that I'm no longer a human being. It is better I return back to the bush. I don't know if I can start a new life in the community. So it was painful. So, for my case, to relieve my traumatic experience is to involve myself in peace building activity to transform the others who were still coming. So that's where I started transforming my life from a child soldier to a peace builder. Then when I transformed my life, we had to develop a big program to transform the victim to victors. And of course, it is true. Now, in the organization where I work as a project manager, 50% of the staff are the formerly abducted persons. 50% are those who are not abducted. And they are doing very well.